it's Sandy Gutierrez, and this is today's Tip Tuesday mini vid. I always shoot to what's coming up a lot for you all. Lots of emails and questions and comments and Facebook posts and Instagram conversations about scoliosis lately. Who knows why? The universe is bringing that into our PYM life. Is it safe for Pilates? Yes! And should you be taking Pilates if you have scoliosis? Yes, absolutely. In fact, it's probably the single format that can really make an impressive difference for those of you with scoliosis, okay? So like anything else, it depends on the grade of the curvature and what kind of curve it is, whether it's a C or an S curve. But Pilates and PYM work is perfect because Pilates was originally created as a rehab program, number one. Its main goal, its only goal, is to bring the body back into balance as close to anatomical alignment as possible, and it actually addresses the bones, their alignment, first to get to the muscle, which is why I totally geek out about it and love it so much, is because it's so brilliant. So then when you talk about that kind of work, that it's all about the spine and the core and bringing you back into alignment, with a curvature of the spine, it's kind of the perfect thing. Is it gonna fix it? No. Could it minimize some of it? Yes, it could. It's got that potential to it because you're going to work towards the midline of the body, and the goal is to balance the muscles on either side of the spine to hold it in a more balanced place. So if you've got a curvature of the spine, you know, half of the muscles are going to get tight because they're off balance, and the other ones are going to get really long and open because they're being stretched all the time. So if you're working towards the midline of the body, you can minimize the effects of it. You can definitely manage the pain of it over time because you're working to balance the muscle structure around it. So just like a good chiropractic alignment, you know, it's not going to stay in alignment if the muscles around it are still stretched and still, you know, tight in the wrong places. So the goal is to get things as balanced as possible, so you see a lot of upswing and a lot of improvement. So the goal of Pilates is to get your joints and bones stacked in proper anatomical position, then strengthen the muscles around the joints and bones in those perfect placement, and then keep it there longer so that you get healing, you get pain relief, you get minimizing of some of the action, you may get some drastic improvement, and you might even minimize the deterioration or the speed of the deterioration of it. So should you be doing PYM if you've got scoliosis? Yes, you should. If it's really severe, then should you communicate with me as you get on the mat? Absolutely. I have all kinds of ways to give custom folders for all kinds of ailments and issues. I love to give out PYM homework to help you balance your body. And the other piece, kind of the secret piece of Pilates and scoliosis, is really interesting, and I'm going to tell you right now, it seems a little like hocus pocus, but there's a Pilates breath. So say I have a C curve of my spine that goes this direction. Okay, so the curve is here in the spine and the open space is over here. When I practice Pilates, I'm going to imagine breathing into this side, the curved side, and exhaling out the other side. Okay, you inhale into your curve and exhale out the open space. So what if you have an S curve, right? And say the S goes this way. You're gonna inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. So you always inhale into the top part of the curve and exhale out the other side. So there's a Pilates breathing technique that again seems very hocus pocus, and I honestly couldn't give you the scientific research and proof on it except for 15 years that I've used it with clients, that they attach to it better. It seems to bring them into alignment more easily, and there's something very comforting and attachment wise. So I'm all about visualization, that there is proof of that the things that you focus on really, you know, is where the intention and the energy goes. And so if you're trying to focus on aligning your spine and you use the breath that goes into the muscles and the tissue, then it's going to bring in this beautiful alignment over time. And better is better. That's the hashtag we use all the time for PYM. And when it comes to scoliosis and the curvatures, better is totally better. So again, is it going to fix it, make it go away? No, probably not. But is it going to minimize the damage, minimize the pain? Yes, absolutely, totally can. So happy Tip Tuesday. If you have any questions about this topic, then post them down below. If I don't know the answers to them, then I will find you resources and people that I love, adore, and trust in order to answer them for you. See you next time.